Don't be that trading partner. Want to learn to hold pads like a professional? Watch this video. Yo, what's happening? It's Carl Mallinson, the 3-time professional world kickboxing champion and multi-semi-professional and unlicensed boxing champion. Okay, I'm here on Mally's Fight School in Spartan's Gym in Chippenham. I'm here today to take you through how to hold pads or boxing mitts like a professional. There's nothing worse than when you're helping a partner, a student, a child, and you're not sure how to hold them and you lose a little bit of confidence. It frustrates the both of you. It ruins the process, it ruins both of your journeys. Let me show you how to do that. But first, I need a partner. My partner in crime today, the lady that's helped me, the fight coach, the champion that is Anya Matthews. And here she is. Okay, this is Anya, again, one of our coaches down at Spartan's Gym.
Yo, what's happening?
That's my line. Okay, and she's here, so she's the Valhalla female under 70 kilos champion. I say she's unlicensed boxer. She is nails, aren't you? Aren't you?
Of course I am.
Of course she is. Okay, so we're gonna show you, we're gonna be using skills and drills with Anya now to run through how to punch these pads. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna break this down to the basics here, right back down at the beginning, the foundations. When we're holding pads, it's easy to get excited thinking, I'm gonna call out a million shots. You see some of those American pad holders.
Finished?
You wasn't really ready for that, were you? Sorry about that. But that's how we do it, okay? That's what you see them. We're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do, we're gonna break it right down and then we're gonna build up. See, in other videos, in further videos, which we're putting together, which we're actually doing as we speak, aren't we, cameraman? Okay, as we speak, we're putting together basic drills that you can do to build confidence with the pads. But first, we need to know the foundation. We need to know how to hold it and why we're holding it in certain positions. So today what we're gonna do, we're gonna break down the jab and how to hold the pad for the jab, how to hold the pad for the cross, the hook, the uppercut, and then the body shots. Okay, we're not going through the punches, we're focusing on how and why we hold it in certain areas. Okay, we're gonna start with the jab. So, before we get to do any of the punching, a few things to think about. When we're holding the pads, we put a little bit of pressure back, boom, boom. I don't know why I'm whispering, she can still hear me. Yep, but when I'm here, we're just putting a little bit of pressure back because we're gonna start with a jab first. I'm still whispering. We'll start with a jab first. So I'm gonna push back a little bit. When we're holding pads in either position, we don't hold them dead straight, we turn them in. The reason why we turn them slightly facing in is because we're mimicking hitting the cheeks. Pop, pop, across at the pads. Okay, so when you're getting someone to punch the pad, if they're doing jabs, so imagine they're in orthodox stance, yes, so they're hitting with their left hand for the jab. I'm holding up my left hand. Okay, when they go to hit, I just press a little bit, which you're gonna see in the demo in a second. If I was doing the right hand, boom, the hook, boom, uppercut. Same thing, I put a little bit of pressure. You see, what you don't want is to be flimsy to hit. I say, you start hyperextending your elbows, your wrists. I said, we don't want to break anything. To train hard, we've got to train safe. Right, back over it. Okay, so when we're holding the pads, so we're gonna do that jab first, like we just said, and with my partner, what I've asked her to do now is into stance for me. Now she's right-handed, so she's got that left leg in front, so her jab is her front side. So now when she's in that pad, in that stance, as a pad holder, I'm gonna mimic her. I'm in my stance, I'm right-handed anyway. If I was left-handed, I'll do the same thing, I would swap. Just makes it a little bit easy for both of you then to do the workout. Now again, this is to get it very basic and make it as easy and as quick for you guys to follow and pick up as possible. So I'm here, so we're gonna work the jab. So again, I'm gonna keep my right hand down. Okay, again, this is just for the purpose of the video so you can see a little bit clearer. Now I'm gonna be getting her to jab. Now when she jabs, remember like I just said, we turn the pad slightly facing in, and when she hits, I'm doing a little push against it. She's still gonna extend her arm, that way I get jab, boom. But what I do is I tell her to do it. I say, it's not magic, she doesn't know when I'm telling her to jab, okay? Because if she just jabs at me saying it, again, I'm jarring my elbow. That's no good, okay? And if you just don't jab, if I'm stood here and I'm waiting for a jab, but I haven't said it to her, look, it doesn't work, okay? So what we do, again, this is a little tip for you guys there. If you're in class at home, the way I like to do is I keep my pads down, and then when I'm ready, I pick the pad up and I say, jab, boom, good. And again, jab. And again, jab. Now, if I exaggerate again, I'm just little tap, jab, and I meet her in the middle. What I'm not doing is I'm not pushing back against, and what I don't want to do is if you jab it, is to come back this way. Because if I do that as well, she can extend her elbow or shoulder, but again, my elbow, my wrist, again, they're flopping back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do that in slow-mo now, in slow-mo. I'm gonna do that in slow-mo, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit down, I'm gonna break it down a bit. Is that all right? So here we are, boom. So you see, so that's nice. I'm meeting the side, my elbow's down, and now here we go. So now, see how I'm jarring already? I'm already trying to meet her a little bit earlier. I'm leaning a bit forward into it. Again, doing that, I'm putting a lot of pressure onto my partner's wrist. I'm hitting it too hard. There's nothing worse than a pad holder punching down too hard against the boxer. You see that there again, you see her wrist. Again, this is us just doing it carefully. There's nothing worse, boom, and you're gonna cause it to miss. You've got to be careful. All right, here now we're at the limp wrist. Okay, gonna hurt myself more than anything with my elbow. My elbow flops back, boom, and I'm getting my partner to extend. She's gonna hurt herself there. So guys, being aware. Okay, so get onto the cross now. So again, our partner's already in the stance. Again, she's got her hands high. Again, but okay, we're not focused on that, but that's a very good stance. Well done, you.
Thank you very much.
It's like you've done this before. Look. Okay, so now we're doing the... Stop. Okay, so now we're going to be doing the cross. So for that cross, remember, she's right hand, she's out for her right hand. The cross that comes across the body, yeah? Across the body line. So I'm going to be using my right hand. So now my left hand's down. And again, like I said, so what I'm going to do is I pick my hand up. Don't just wait for it. See, she's keen. Okay, I'm going to pick my hand up, and then I'm getting ready to call out the shot cross. And I just put a little bit of pressure. Pop, onto her, she hits. Again, ready, cross. Boom. Good. You see again? That was a good one. Wasn't ready for that. You see again. Okay, ready, so cross. Pop. And again, cross. Pop. So again, see that? As I say, I'm obviously making it sound louder because of how good my pad holding is. All right?
Yeah.
And again, it takes a good puncher with the pad holding probably to make sure you're training hard. To train hard, you've got to train safe. Yeah, so again, we'll just do one more there before we go into our slow-mo. Here, pop, there. Let's take a little look at it. So again, looking at it, boom. So again, this is how to do it right, yeah? This is how to do it safely against myself and my boxer and not getting injured. Okay, so again, they'll probably meet in, just a little tap, pop, against. Now see, that was a little bit earlier. See that there? Again, like with a jab, you're pushing too hard on it, you're gonna hurt your partner's wrist and even hurt my wrist there. And we're gonna move on a boom, limp wrist. Again, you can see that hurt me a little bit there, and we're only simulating boom and extending. Guys, gotta be aware of that. Okay, onto the hook now. I said we're gonna do the front hand, the left hand. Okay, so when she's doing her left hand, I need to use my left hand. Now it's the same thing. You see that my elbow now is in, and what I'm doing is when she goes to hook, I'm just pushing against. I'm just doing a little twist, up, and I put my hand down. So I say hook, twist in a little bit. Again, hook. It's almost like I'm just mimicking the movement with her to add that little stuff. So she's got something to punch, but again, both of us, we're not dislocated, we're not overstretching, we're not hyperextending anything. There are no injuries. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Of course you do, because I'm a good pad holder. Right, watch again. So we're here, boom. Again, when we do this, it's important though that we don't tense it, we don't then move the pad. Okay, because again, you're gonna hurt your partner. It's my job to keep my partner safe. Like it's her job to hit the pads and not punch me. Okay, so again, so we're here. I'm holding my elbows in, my hands here. Pop. Good. And again, one more time. Let's take a closer look. So again, here we are. So we're gonna show how to do it properly first. You see how I'm getting the tap of the left hand there, because you hit her left hand as she comes around. Boom. And that's me just holding the pad. I'm meeting her there. And the elbow's tucked in. My wrist is strong, but there's a little bit of give for her to go through on the pad. Now, as we go now, again, this is where people, and again, they do it, so you probably won't even know you're doing it on purpose. You're trying to meet it rather than holding it still. Remember, there's nothing worse than a moving target, because she's expecting to hit it hard, she's going to hurt herself. And again, the limp wrist, this is the one that's going to hurt you more than anybody else. You see how I'm extending my wrist and my elbow. Guys, be careful. Right, let's move full steam ahead. We're going to go into the uppercuts now. Again, you're probably all now knowing the basics. You know what we're doing. We're putting that little bit of pressure on. Our hands are starting down first, and we're working the opposites. Okay, so again, so we're gonna do our right hand this time, just to mix things up. Yeah, we're still going from left to right. Here we are, we're gonna do our right uppercut. So what I'm doing is, same as the hook, my elbow's staying down, because then if it comes up, again, it's just extension. My elbow comes out, really extending that shoulder, our chest muscle. We don't wanna pull anything. To train hard, we've gotta train safe. Okay, so I need you to say that with me. To train hard, we gotta
train safe.
Yeah, me. All right. Okay, so that elbow's tucked in. I'm here again. When I say uppercut, I just twist a little bit down. Ready? And again, uppercut. My hand goes down. Ready? Uppercut. Good. You see that? And again, uppercut. Okay, what I'm not doing though, again, we're not limp wristing, yeah? Because again, if she punches through, again, she's gonna hurt herself. I might, again, the wrist, let's say flexible, it can be flimsy, we can hurt ourselves. We don't wanna be doing this. My hands in, I'm strong, as I hit, boom, I come through. And again, boom, I'm just gentle. Again, I'm not pushing down, especially on this one, again, because your bicep, your forearm are all involved in this one. Remember, the bones in the hand, there's only 27 of them, yeah, those little bones, so you don't wanna be damaging anything. Okay, again, so it's important that we train safe. So we're here, up, and again, up. Let's deep dive, let's have a little look. Okay, so again, here we go. We're gonna use our right hand on this one. Yes, I'm tapping the right hand, up. You see, again, this is how to do it properly, safely, yeah? This is important. As she comes through, I'm not pushing down too much on it. I'm just putting a bit of resistance. Yeah, now watch again. Here, boom, again, limp wrist. Yeah, again, bad with the shoulder, bad with my elbow, bad with my wrist. And again, not particularly nice for the partner. And this is the worst one. This is the worst one for your partners, guys. Don't lean too far down. You're gonna hurt the bicep, you hurt her shoulder. Okay, so the last one of the punches now is we're gonna do the body shot. Now you can do this with both hands, but the one we're gonna focus on,
And
do you have a good scratch there? The one we're gonna focus on is the left side. Again, so her left side, this time, I'm gonna be using my right pad. So the same side, yep? So what I'm gonna do, sorry, before you punch anything, I'm using my right hand. What I'm gonna do is I'm turning my hand down. Okay, as you see this, then with my left hand, I'm just supporting it and I'm tucking myself in. Again, mimicking the body. Now, as you see, my pads are turned slightly, not an uppercut, they're not a hook, they're just in the middle. Because when you hit the body, boom, boom, we shovel slightly upwards. Again, we're not breaking that down today, but just to remember, when you hit the body, again, we're looking to hit the floating ribbon up. You want that diaphragm to go up. Breathe it. Oh, I'm deep. Look, I'm just teaching everything today. So what we're gonna do is say we're in this position, watch my right side for her left hook. I then turn him down. I put my other hand just on the back of the wrist there. Ba-ding. Okay, I'm here and I move myself in close. So now when she hooks, boom, she can shovel it up, get the shot. And again, I come back. See how I step back slightly? I come in, hook. Good, I step back. I'm not injuring my ribs. Now, if you see some trainers, some coaches, some people in the gyms, they might hold it to their side. Again, there's different reasons why you can do it, but there's more important reasons why you don't do it at the beginning. Okay, because my knuckles are on the inside of this pad. Okay, this lady's the champion boxer. Yes, she can hit hard-ish. She can hit hard, and she will hit it hard. And if I'm holding it into my ribs here, and I'm there, and I go, right, hook, boop. Did that one on purpose, didn't you? When you hit it hard, again, you're gonna get the wind taken out of you. I'm not even gonna demo that again, that hurt. Yep, so we don't do it like that. What we don't do, again, because we don't want to injure our rotator cuff, yeah, is we don't hold it without support there. Okay, because again, even if I try to hold it hard, give it a smack. Okay, again, I can feel that in my tricep, but against my shoulder rotator cuff. We injure our shoulder rotator cuff, we injure our arm, we can't train. To train hard,
we gotta train safe.
Oh, she's learning, look. All right. Okay, so again, I'll show you again. So my hand comes down, pad on, I tuck in, hook. Good, one more of them bad boys. Banging. Let's take a little closer look. Okay, so here we are. Yep, we're gonna hit the body. So you see there, I'm telling you, we use our left hand as she comes through to the body. Body shot, I bloody love this shot. Yeah, this is one so you take someone's breath away. But here I am, just showing how the pad is. See how I turn the hand down and I put my other hand, just supports it as it comes round, boom. Again, this it adds that little bit of cushion. It protects my wrist, protects my elbow. Also, as you see now, pop, it gives her a little something to push against there. And again, you see again, I'm in that position, almost like a teacup position, yeah, but I'm not on my hip. That's important, we're not on my hip. Again, so if we have a look now, again, no support, boom. I'm going to smack myself in the head there, Jesus. And again, pop, boom. So you see how I'm flying off. And again, she doesn't really know how hard she can hit or not hit it without. Now watching this one, I'm leaning in, bam. Again, she's meeting me down. She's going to pull her back. Again, like I said about on the earlier ones, you're going to hurt your wrist and your elbow as well with this one. Now, boy, yeah, again, I've got it pushed up. Oh, God, look at me. Again, I've got it pushed up against my ribs. Again, you're going to hurt yourself. Guys, be careful. I hope you all enjoyed that video. I hope the breakdowns of that were simple, easy, and quick enough for you to pick up. I know there wasn't loads of skills and drills and a little bit longer with the combinations, but remember the foundations and the basics is where we start. There will be further videos on other drills on which to build that confidence. So they're all to come. Remember, there is going to be a subscription-based thing coming, okay, where we'll be deep diving deeper than ever for you guys, for you hardcore fans and followers that want to know a little bit more. We're just waiting on the man, the cameraman, the myth, the legend behind the camera to get the job done. But remember, we're working on quality over quantity. So we're trying to put things together so it makes sense for you. We'll be doing a few live things as well with Q&As and classes and that for you guys to follow. But bear with us, it is coming. If you guys want to know any other ways to hold pads, maybe for spinning kicks or certain combinations, leave a comment below. Again, it helps us with ideas, but it also helps the algorithm. And following on from that, guys, if you did enjoy it, which I'm sure you did, or you just like me, or don't like me, hit that like button, please share, and as always, whoop, hit that subscribe button.